Ever feel like financial freedom is just, well, an elusive dream, something only for the super rich?
Yeah, or that the world of investing is maybe just too complex, almost like an impenetrable fortress.
Exactly. All that jargon, the conflicting advice. Maybe you're just tired of feeling overwhelmed and want a clear path forward.
Mhm.
If that sounds like you, you're definitely in the right place. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Tony Robbins' really impactful book, Money, Master the Game. Came out in 2014.
And this isn't just, another financial guide you'll flip through.
hmm
Robbins spent years, literally years, interviewing and really distilling the wisdom from the absolute giants of the investment world.
We're talking legends, right? Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio.
Jack Bogle, Carl Ike, and the list goes on. He really got access to them.
Yeah.
And he pulled out their proven strategies, their core philosophies, and, importantly, their critical warnings, too.
Okay, so our mission today is to basically extract the most potent nuggets from this, well, pretty comprehensive guide, give you a shortcut to actionable steps so you can take immediate control of your financial life, hopefully sidestep costly mistakes, and truly grow and protect your wealth.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's unpack this. So, the journey to financial freedom, as Robbins lays it out, it doesn't start with a hot stock tip, does it?
No, not at all. It starts with understanding the landscape first and having a really vivid vision for your future. And what often surprises people, I think, is just how much the game might be tilted before you even start playing.
How so?
Well, we begin with step one. Become the insider, know the rules of the game. What's fascinating here, and honestly pretty eye-opening, is Robbins' assertion that the financial industry, despite its polished look, it's often designed to profit from your lack of knowledge.
Oof, that's blunt.
It is. He shows how banks, brokers, fund managers, they frequently prioritize their own commissions and fees over your actual long-term success. They might push products that benefit them more than they benefit you.
Right.
So the key lesson here, the really crucial one, is you absolutely must educate yourself. Understand how the system truly works instead of just relying blindly on others.
Okay.
It's about empowering yourself right from the start. Understanding the subtle traps, recognizing where your interests might not align with the people you're paying.
That's a powerful realization, isn't it? Getting that insider knowledge. And once you have that, suddenly the next step makes so much more sense. Defining your destination.
Precisely. Because like the saying goes, if you don't know where you're going,
Any road will get you there.
yeah. So that leads us straight into step two. Know the price of your dreams, figure out what you really want. And this isn't about just, plucking some arbitrary big number out of the air.
Like, I need $5 million.
Exactly. It's about truly defining what financial freedom looks like, feels like for you.
Yeah.
Is it just covering basic needs without that constant stress? Is it enjoying comfort, maybe a few luxuries?
Or is it like total independence? No financial worries at all?
Right? Complete independence, where passive income covers everything you desire. The book really encourages you to create a clear, vivid picture of that lifestyle, down to the details, like how you'd spend your time. Then you can accurately calculate the income needed to support it.
And Robbins breaks this down into levels, doesn't he?
He does, into really relatable levels. There's financial security, just essential bills covered. Financial vitality includes some luxuries. Then financial independence, all living expenses covered by passive income. And finally, the big one, financial freedom. The ability to do what you want, when you want, where you want.
It's more than just the money then. It's about designing your life.
Exactly. It's life design.
It's amazing how just defining those dreams can make it feel less like this impossible mountain, you know?
Turns it into achievable milestones.
That clarity really shifts it from something abstract to something tangible you can actually work towards. But okay, even with a clear map, a lot of people still stumble. They get overwhelmed. What's the next critical step, Robbins points out?
Yeah, that's where we get to step three, make the game winnable. Robbins found that a huge mental block for people is just the perceived scale of it all. Financial freedom seems impossibly big.
They think they need some astronomical sum.
Exactly. They often overestimate what they actually need, or the number feels so high it's just paralyzing. So by calculating your true financial freedom number, the one you defined in step two, the target suddenly becomes much, much more achievable. He shares stories of people realizing, wow, I'm actually closer than I thought.
So this step emphasizes consistent saving and investing, building that disciplined habit. Small, regular amounts.
rather than chasing some lottery win or risky bet.
Precisely. It's about consistent, steady progress, not sudden, chaotic bursts. It makes the mountain feel climbable.
Okay, so we've mapped the journey, defined the dream lifestyle, made the target feel reachable, but how do we actually fuel this? I mean, lots of people just pick a stock they heard about or follow a tip.
Yeah.
What does Robbins say is the real engine for making money work for you? That's a great question. And Robbins calls this step 4, make the most important investment decision. And it's often counterintuitive.
Okay.
He really emphasizes that it's not about picking the next big thing, the next Amazon or Tesla.
Really? Because that's what everyone seems focused on.
Right. But he says it's about something far more fundamental, asset allocation, which is simply how you divide your money between different investment types, stocks, bonds, real estate, maybe other things.
Diversification, basically. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes, but it's maybe a bit more strategic than just that. Robbins highlights asset allocation as the single most critical factor in long-term wealth creation, far more impactful than stock picking or trying to time the market. He talks about strategic diversification across asset classes that behave differently in, say, different economic conditions.
Ah, okay. So it builds resilience.
Exactly. Resilience. It creates a portfolio that's built to last, not just spread out randomly.
Yeah.
And the advice is really clear. Don't try to time the market. Define your allocation. Stick with it. Stay invested long-term. Let compounding work. Weather the ups and downs.
That makes sense. Asset allocation drives growth.
Yeah.
But what about making it last? A big fear for many people isn't just getting the money, it's outliving it, right? Especially now people are living longer.
Absolutely. That's a huge concern, and that's where step 5. Create a lifetime income plan becomes vital. The goal shifts here. It's not just about accumulating a big pile of money anymore.
Right.
It's about building a portfolio that generates passive income for life, not just growth while you're saving.
So how does that work practically?
Well, it involves strategically adding things like annuities, which can turn a lump sum into guaranteed income, giving you peace of mind, different types of bonds for stability and interest payments, kind of like an anchor against market swings, and reliable dividend-paying stocks, companies that share profits regularly. Each plays a specific role in creating the sustainable income engine.
Got it.
This step directly tackles that longevity, risk the fear of running out of money, by encouraging multiple diversified income streams that keep paying you long after you stop working.
So it's a shift from just accumulation to sustainable distribution, making sure the money keeps working for you.
Precisely. Ensuring your money outlasts you, ideally, regardless of what the market's doing day to day.
Okay, we've laid the foundation, defined dreams, set up the financial structure. But to truly master this game, Robbins says we need to learn from the best, right?
Yes, this is where he opens the vault, so to speak.
Yeah.
Step 6, invest, like the 0.001%, learn from the masters. This gives us a seat at the table with these absolute titans of finance, pulling out their most powerful insights.
This part sounds fascinating. What are some key takeaways?
Oh, it's incredibly valuable. He shares specific, actionable insights from his direct interviews. Take Ray Dalio from Bridgewater Associates, one of the biggest hedge funds globally. He introduced the all-seasons portfolio. And what makes it kind of revolutionary isn't just diversification in the usual sense.
How is it different?
It's a strategic allocation designed to perform reasonably well in all 4 major economic environments or seasons.
Sure.
Rising growth, rising inflation, falling inflation.
Wow. How does he do that?
Robbins breaks it down. It involves carefully balancing assets like long-term bonds, which often do well when stocks struggle, with things like commodities and gold as inflation hedges, alongside traditional stocks. It's about building real resilience.
Okay, that's Dalio. Who else?
Then there's John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, a true visionary. He didn't just advocate for low-cost index funds. He basically waged war on high fees and active management. He democratized investing.
Yeah, Vanguard's known for low costs.
Right. Robbins emphasizes Bogle's genius was making sophisticated investing accessible. Own the entire market, passively, at minimal cost. Let the broad market returns work for you. His philosophy was simple. Don't try to beat the market, be the market. Minimize costs, let time and compounding do the work.
Simple but powerful. And Buffett. What about Warren Buffett?
The Oracle of Omaha. He, of course, champions value, simplicity, patience. Robbins shares how Buffett advises buying wonderful businesses at a fair price and holding them. well, ideally forever.
Own a piece of a great business, don't just rent it.
Exactly. He looks for companies with a durable competitive advantage, an economic moat, as he calls it, and then just has the patience, the discipline to let compounding work its magic for decades. And famously, he even said most investors should just buy a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, emphasizing broad market exposure for the average person.
Interesting. Any others?
He also highlights David Swensen, who managed Yale's incredibly successful endowment. Swensen focused on strategic use of alternative investments, private equity, hedge funds, real estate, alongside traditional stocks and bonds, all heavily diversified to manage risk and boost long-term returns.
So different approaches, but what's the common thread from these masters?
The core lesson, Robbins stresses, is to emulate their principles. Their disciplined thinking, their long-term vision, their focus on what they can control, like costs and behavior, not just trying to copy their latest trades or chase fads.
That makes sense. Focus on the underlying philosophy. Okay, getting insights from giants like that is incredible. But beyond the 7 steps in these specific strategies, the book also hits on some fundamental truths about money, doesn't it? Things everyone needs to grasp.
Yes, absolutely. And this raises a really important question. What are those foundational concepts that often get lost in all the financial noise? First, and it's truly powerful, compound interest really is like the 8th wonder of the world.
Einstein allegedly said that, right?
Whether he did or not, the principle holds. Robbins vividly shows how even tiny, consistent investments can grow into massive wealth over decades. He uses examples like how maybe $250 a month, started early, say in your 20s, can easily top $1 million by retirement. It's just time letting your earnings generate more earnings.
So time is your biggest ally.
Absolutely. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about letting time and consistency do the heavy lifting. Second, and this is something Tony Robbins really hammers home, almost with urgency fees destroy wealth.
Ah, yes, the hidden costs.
Critically important.
Yep.
Many investors just don't grasp the full devastating impact. People glance at a 1% or 2% annual fund fee and think, oh, that's small.
Doesn't sound like much year to year.
Right. But Robbins doesn't just say it, he shows it, often with these really shocking charts. How that seemingly small percentage, compounded over 20, 30, 40 years, can literally eat up hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of your potential returns.
Millions from a couple of percent.
Yes. He reveals how many funds have like 17 different hidden fees that just silently siphon off your money. Money that often goes straight to the fund manager, not back into your growth.
Wow, 17. That's insane.
It's like this silent killer of your future wealth. A constant leak you might not even notice. It's a really eye-opening look at how the system can sometimes work against the individual investor.
Okay, so understanding those two things, the magic of compounding and the danger of fees, what practical steps can we actually take? How do we fight the fees and harness the compounding? What's the bottom line?
Practicality is key here. Robbins really emphasizes the power of automation. You've got to automate saving and investing.
Set it and forget it.
Essentially, yeah. Set up automatic transfers to your investment accounts. Pay yourself first before you even see the money, before you can spend it elsewhere. It builds discipline effortlessly, makes consistency easy.
Okay, automate. What else?
And this one goes against our instincts sometimes. Don't fear market crashes. See them as opportunities.
Easier said than done when everything's red.
True. But when the market dips and everyone else is panicking, Robbins points out, drawing from the masters, that's not the time to sell in fear. It's the moment for disciplined, long-term investors to buy quality assets at a discount. Assets that will likely rebound and grow. Many fortunes were built during downturns.
Buy low, basically, when there's blood in the streets.
Kinda, yeah, if you have a long-term perspective. And finally, and this is maybe the most overlooked part, but truly critical, mindset matters as much as mechanics.
The psychology of money.
Exactly. Discipline, patience, clarity about your goals. These are absolutely essential. Robbins argues that without the right emotional control, even the best financial strategy can crumble under pressure. You have to master your internal state too.
So putting it all together, what does this mean for you, the listener? You've educated yourself, defined your dreams, you have a plan, you've learned from the masters, you're working on the mindset. What's the final piece? The ultimate purpose.
Right, the final step, step 7. Just do it, enjoy it, and share it. Robbins argues, quite powerfully I think, that wealth without purpose is, well, ultimately meaningless.
Accumulation for its own sake isn't the goal.
No. Once you achieve financial stability, whatever level you define for yourself, the real fulfillment, the deepest joy, often comes from giving back. through charity, contribution, living a life that impacts others positively.
So don't just hoard it.
Exactly. He urges readers, act now. Don't wait for the perfect time or until you have enough. Start small, even tiny amounts, right away. Let compounding work its magic over time, both financially and in terms of impact. It's about shifting focus towards living a life of significance, not just accumulation, remembering why you wanted freedom in the first place. Usually it's to live more fully, maybe help others, make a difference.
So there you have it, our deep dive into Tony Robbins' money, Master the Game. And it's clear this book isn't just about spreadsheets or stock tickers, is it?
Not at all. It's a really comprehensive roadmap. It combines that essential financial education, practical strategies drawn from the best investors in the world, and those crucial mindset shifts we talked about.
And it really makes the case that financial freedom is absolutely achievable. Not through luck, not through crazy risks,
But by understanding the rules, protecting yourself fiercely from those wealth-draining fees, diversifying smartly, sticking to proven long-term strategies.
and all while remembering your ultimate purpose, why you're doing it. Robbins really does give you a clear step-by-step guide, securing your future, investing wisely, and actually finding fulfillment along the way.
Yeah, he demystifies a world that seems complex, empowering you, the listener, to become the master of your own financial destiny.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's maybe a final thought to consider.
What if the true mastery here isn't just about accumulating money? What if it's really about discovering how that freedom, once you achieve it, allows you to contribute your unique gifts, your time, your energy back into the world?
In ways you might not even be able to imagine right now.
Exactly. It frames it as a journey not just to financial independence, but maybe ultimately to a life of profound purpose.